This is Jason's Electronics Repair. Welcome to my ER. How is everyone doing today? So I'm getting used to that intro to that. So hopefully that this works and I have chat. Okay. So I didn't advertise that I was streaming. I didn't even know I was going to stream until I got this bar here. So I just need to work a couple things and we're going to get started here in a minute. Okay, so I got my scope set up and I have the correct camera going on here. So we are hopefully going to get started. Hey Chris, how's it going? So let's go over to this camera. So I got the overhead camera. I'm just gonna flip through all the cameras because it's confusing and not all of them are on the Stream Deck. So I have this overhead shot, then I have the side shot. So the side shot there, and then I have the. This is the new microscope. This is the AmScope there. I can also put it on small, hopefully. There's the new AmScope camera. And then I also have the web camera that I set up. Hello, how you doing? And then I have this one that I haven't made a hotkey for yet, which is the other scope here that I was using before. I have that set up to that I can do inspection work and stuff with. So that is my goal, to use this to inspect like USB-C ports on a Nintendo Switch, all that good stuff that you really can't get that stuff underneath the AmScope. It just doesn't have the working height to do that. So if I take it off here, I'm gonna put a hotkey on that. So if you look at the side shot here, I do the side shot. If I bring my AmScope over, at maxed out zoom, if I want to look at this USB-C port, let's see if we can look at it there. Let's see here if we can even focus that up. Yeah, see, I can't even focus that. Can't even focus on that charge port. So I can't even go up high enough to focus on that. But with the other scope here, I can easily just look inside that charge port, no issue whatsoever. And just quickly look at the charge port and see if it's good. So that's why I put both of these scopes on the bench. I was going to have the inspection scope, over off to the side, but I decided to go with it on the bench with the other scope. So I ended up getting a Haier, however it's pronounced, microscope camera. It's like a lot of other YouTubers use. I got it running through USB 2. I have been recommended a different camera mount, so I'm going to change the camera mount on there. But I have more goodies. Within returning the original camera, I had a little bit left over. So I got, this is heavy and loud. So I got this bad boy right here. Let's take a look at this. I don't know if we're going to be able to play with it today, but we're going to take a look at it. Where I want to put this, I'm not sure. Okay, so it's a box inside a box. Way it goes. Hey John, how's it going? Okay, so all right, so this is a Green Project lead-free, newly designed, easy operation, widely used, large power and safety. It calls itself a screen separator, but it is a hot plate. Definitely wasn't listed as a screen separator when I bought it. So I don't like the fact that I'm seeing broken plastic inside of here. Not a fan of that at all. Hopefully everything is okay with it. Hopefully everything is good to go. I think the broken plastic is from this unit here, the old clunky switch. So it's an electronic hot plate, very shiny surface. So that goes to 400C. Well, it's only got these 2 pages. So it goes to 400C. I'm putting it either over there or definitely not over there because it's thicker than I thought. So it's going to sit over there. I'm going to use it for drying out things and of that nature. So that is that little toy. So, and this place gets so messy so quick. You open one box and you got dirt and everything in there. Hey Gerard, hey Mui, how's it going? Hopefully I got all those names right. So what else we got? Oh, we have stencils. Where's the stencils at? Let me get the stencils out. So I got a whole drawer of stencils now. So this is, I don't know what they are, but I got this stencil here. This is the Nintendo Switch CPU. So we're going to take a look at that. I'm going to take a look at this Nintendo Switch CPU stencil. And we're going to get my Nintendo Switch that's in here that had the CPU pulled on it. Take a look at this here. So let's see if I can put it in this without doing any damage to it. All right, so let me get the scope in position here. Hey, Technic, how's it going? All right, let me center above my X here. We just get centered here, and we will switch us over to the microscope camera. Oh, there we go. So let's put this under there and see if we can't. take a look at it. Why is it crooked video? There we go. Yeah, I definitely got to get that other mount that makes this not spin. That is very annoying that that spins like that. All right, so again, see, I'm at my full range. I can't go up anymore. I can't even raise anything any higher to focus this. So that's irritating. So that's I need to raise the scope up a little bit. Reposition here. All right. I see it still wasn't enough to raise. I didn't raise the scope enough again. I'm going to have to reposition a lot of stuff. Because the scope has got to go up some more. All right, so let me zoom in on that. Focus it. Actually, that should be in focus. There we go. So again, the camera is not straight. Okay, so that is the Switch CPU. So it's going to take me some getting used to the camera. I am going to turn on my iron here. I'm using my Hakko FX at 951. Just letting it heat up. We're going to clean off this chip here. I'm going to add some flux to it. I'm going to use some of this garbage. There. Get my fume extractor going. And lovely. I'm looking for my solder that has turned up missing, of course. So I'm going to grab some more solder. And I'm going to flood this with some leaded. Yeah. I have to change that low temperature alarm. I want to make sure I get this all switched over to leaded here. Now this CPU is dead, so if anything happens to it, I'm not too worried about it, but this is just a practice run here. All right, so let's get the solder braid out. Using some Kim Wick here, number 4. Just gonna wick this off here. Clean these pads really good. All right, now we're gonna let this chip cool down. Wow, that is an insane amount of fumes. Wow, that was not clear the whole time. See, it's like I can't get that camera crisp. It's just strange. It is strange that I can't get that camera crisp. See, if I zoom in, I focus this to where it's focused for me. It's out of focus for you guys. Let me just see if I can get that a little bit. This mount really is awful. See, just a little bit of movement. It's like just a little bit and it's out. Zoom back out. See, that's really blurry. So now I'm all the way down and it's out of, it's blurry. So I can't seem to make that picture clear. Let's zoom all the way in. Okay, so that was clear for me and semi-clear for you. And if we zoom all the way out, it's blurry. And it's blurry for you. So I'm not sure. We have 8 people watching, so I cannot seem to get this picture crisper. Maybe it's because I'm going through USB, but I'm not sure. So let's clean this off. I was hoping Phil would hop on and he could tell me what I was doing wrong in a mean, hateful way. Just kidding. He's a great guy. He'll help me out. I'm just going to clean this chip off here. let's take this off of this. Let's move the scope out of the way, and we'll take the chip out of this because it's sticky underneath. We're just going to clean this up here. A little bit of isopropyl alcohol on it. Get a little bit of that sticky flux cleaner off. All right. Let's get my fixture clean because I'm a clean as I go kind of person here. All right. All right, there we go. Hey, Diego, how's it going? Well, we're just cleaning here. I'd like to thank all of my members, all you guys on YouTube, my members. I see Chris and Diego here in the chat. I would also, I had 2 new members, CapTech and GMO Electronics Repair. I appreciate you guys joining the channel. And I also like to shout out my Patreon, Ratchet Effect, Jesse Daniels, and Matt M. Thank you guys for supporting me on Patreon. There's one more Patreon supporter from Canada, I believe, and I thank you too. I appreciate that. I would have had it pulled up, but I forgot. I keep forgetting about it, to be honest with you. Okay, so that is that. Let's see if this will sit in here flush to the top there. No, not quite. There's still a lip there. Let's see what the stencil looks like on it, though. Yeah, that's not going to work. So what I'm going to do is we're going to come over here, get us another one of these clean room wipes. We're going to place that down there like that. Let's lighten up the image and zoom in. Zoom in to here. All right, so there we go. So we have the switch CPU here. Let's take a look at it under the scope here. So keeps wanting to stick to the stencil. So I'm going to wipe off the bottom of the stencil here. I'm going to wipe the chip again so it doesn't stick. All right, so we'll back out a little bit. If that makes it any easier here. Okay, so nope. Okay, that is it looks like it's the right orientation. Now the scope is too high. I'm gonna have to put it in a fixture. So, well, I really can't cleat that. Lined up from the corners. Yeah, the corners are lined up. Oh, man, I gotta figure out that whole clearing up the scope image, and my working height is different depending on what fixture I use or whatnot. So this isn't going to work because it sits lower than the. Let's check it under the scope and see if I can get the image clear. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get the image clear here. About as clear as I'm going to get that image. So get it straight in my view here. Yeah, when I get the thing to make that stop spinning, that's going to be fantastic. I could like strap it with a tie to do. The microscope camera is doing auto white balance or auto aperture. I don't even know. I have a remote for it to get into the menu. Probably doesn't have a battery though. Oh yeah, it does. All right, let's see here. We got menu. Menu. Oh, what does mode do? Oh. Oh wait. Oh, I did something. Yeah, hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. Um, it doesn't show me anything in the menu when maybe the menu only works in HDMI mode. I don't know. When I press the menu button, nothing happens. It darkens the whole image. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pressing the menu button on here, but it's not giving me any kind of menu on the screen. So I don't know. What does that do? Nothing. Oh, does nothing. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't. Maybe it has to be plugged into HDMI for that to work. So I don't have a HDMI cable to plug into it. I have to run it on USB. But yeah, the focus thing that's annoying. So okay, so that's about as clear as I can get it. That's out. Now, see, I don't know why that won't clear up. And the camera software if you're using USB. All right, hold on. Let me go to properties of this. Let me go to microscope, properties, figure video. No, it doesn't give me any. It doesn't give me any kind of properties on the camera. Yeah, it doesn't give me when I click on configure video. It doesn't give me any exposure or low light. Yeah, it doesn't give me anything on that. Let's see here if I can get a better resolution. No. Oh, that's too small. Yeah, see, it's not. Okay, you guys can see it clearly. Okay, it's just on my OBS. Let me show you. No, I can't show you that. On the OBS, it looks horrid. So let me just focus it for my eyes. Okay, so now let's take another look at this stencil here. Oh. Yeah, see, there's a space there. I can't press down on it because of the chip is lower than the stencil, so that's not going to work. So my next option is to let me grab one of these cloths and see if, because I see a lot of people reballing on these cloth thingies here. That's clear for you guys. That seemed to clear up. Okay, so let's try this like this. Oop. Looks like a winner. That definitely looks like a winner there. Still not getting down on the edges there. Is that like when I got a pair of tweezers on it? I sit that like that. Tweezers there. All right. I have to hold the tweezers in this hand here. So I have to hold it down like that. And then come in with the hot air. So I'm gonna turn my hot air on. Turn on my fume extractor. What is my hot air set to? Set it to 450 or 420, I'm sorry. Okay. So we are going to attempt to put some paste on here. I'm using some, hey Travis, how's it going? This is a CPU for a Nintendo Switch, yeah. So, okay, hey Jinxie, how's it going? So this is my solder paste here. This Chip Quick S&D 291. It's like, it's wet, but it's not wet. It's like a combination wet, but not wet. Yeah, that's words. I can use them. What's up? All right. Let me get a tool here. As you guys know, I am never prepared for what's going to happen on a stream. Did I come out here and be like, yeah, man, I want to go out there and reball a Switch CPU? Nah, it just came up. I was like, hey, I got a stencil, and then I was like, let's do it. So, all right, so this is gonna be way too much. I have no idea if this is gonna work, guys. This is just an experiment. going to warm up the stencil. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, I don't know. Nah, I'm knocking balls out all over the place. Yeah, we just melt it all. All right, so that was an epic fail. Epic fail. So yeah, too wet. Yep, a lot of things went wrong there. Tons of things went wrong. Let's see if we can diagnose what went wrong. And I'll tell you what went wrong. A, like Tiago said, way too wet. It shifted. Yep, Travis. Who else wants to guess on the epic fail that we just had? Yeah, it's definitely too wet. Should have dried it. Um, yeah, lots of things. All right, now I got to get this off of here. So I'm just gonna run my iron across it here to knock down the solder so I can get it out of this chip here or the stencil. So all right. So that had a lot of issues. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Epic is the way to go. Yeah. Um, this is the first time I've tried reballing something that large with a stencil. I haven't tried that. This is the first time I haven't tried it before. So this is all an experimentation of testing out, you know, what I have to work with here. Um, I need to find a better way to hold that stencil down other than the tweezers. So I'm going to come back under the scope here and focus this. Oh, which one is it? Let's get flux on the situation. I'm going to take out my solder mask out of that. Wow, that is just nasty out of focus. Yeah, I have a lot to work on. Kapton tape the edges. I could do what Mark Schaefer does and tape the chip to the stencil. Could do that too. Oh, I got a funny story. This is going to be good. Why solder wick this away? Let me tell you my funny story. So I made that care package for Phil of the stuff that I'm sending him, and I got it all ready, and I added some extra stuff to it. And I give it to my wife to take to the post office. And she didn't want to use the go to the counter because, it's COVID and all that. So she used the machine that's in the lobby where you just punch in the address and use your credit card and you pay for shipping and it prints you out a postage label. So she printed it out. It's going to the UK, and it was like $13.30. I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. That's cheaper than what the prices I looked up for it. So she sent it, didn't get a tracking number, thought that was a little odd. So I told Phil, yeah, it's shipped out. But anyways, last night the package came to me saying that it didn't have customs or declaration forms. So, and I put that on the paper when I sent her to the post office. Like, you need to tell them this stuff. So she's got to go back on Monday and do it and take it to the counter and get it done correctly. So I'm just gonna wick this away. So yeah, so that was funny. Wife's like, hey, we got a package in the mail, and I'm like, yes, my stuff came in from AliExpress, and nope, it was Phil's package. So that was funny. Yeah, that was also appeared to be too much paste too. That was way too much paste. All right, man. Even with that fume extractor, that was smoky as anything. Got that thing on high. It sounds like a jet engine in here. I am trying to talk louder so it could mess up the audio. And a couple of times it was my eyes closed. Yeah, I could have done it that way. To be honest with you, I didn't expect it to be that epic of a fail. I really didn't. I expected if it didn't work, like I would just have to clean it. There was way too much solder paste underneath the stencil that got put under there, and it just created way too much stuff. I'm gonna take you off of there. Move my scope back. Let that. Oh, does that do that? Nope, that's too much. So, like, I can control the white balance on. If you have a paper printer, there's services that do that stuff. Yeah, yeah, she she went to the place that does that stuff, and she used the machine. She didn't go to the counter, and I told her to go to the counter and give her the paper, because Phil gave me the paper to with what written on there that he needs to do to get the whole declaration and import tax crap, and so he doesn't get hit with any kind of like crazy import fee. So yeah, so it ended up coming back last night. I'm glad it came back so quick because she sent it on Monday and then we got it. Well, actually, it was a week it was out there. Um, so yeah, she's got to take it on Monday. Hopefully, it gets to him this time. Yep. So, I mean, I don't go out. I have too many medical conditions to be exposed to take any risk with COVID. So I haven't left the house in over a year. And, that's fine with me. I don't care. I'm not social. I don't need to hang out with people. Hanging out with all you guys right now. So that's plenty for me. So, all right. So let's get that clean once again. Let's finish cleaning the chip here. Well, this has got some caked on flux on there this time. So let me get this cleaned up here. Hey Reese, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. HDMI IC swap on a PS4 Slim. You mean the retimer on a, or the encoder on a Slim? I believe that's the QFP package instead of QFN. I don't mind QFP packages. They're tricky to get off. If you're using one from a donor board, they can be a little tricky to get off of the donor board without wrecking the pins. If it is in fact a QFP package. And I got solder balls all over the place. That was just a nightmare. Hey Jaden, how's it going? Everybody but Phil. It is Sunday, Shouldn't have to bother people on a Sunday. Oh, sometimes it can't be helped. Yep, we're cleaning the bench, guys. I know you're not used to seeing that with other channels, but I like to keep my workspace clean. So, and if you clean as you go, it is much better than dealing with it at the end of the day or in a week. Just get it done, and then you're ready to go for the next job. All right, there's that stencil clean. I love those. I used to not like these blue towel things. These are what the dentist uses to put around your neck when you're having the thing, the little dribble cloth thing. I got a whole box of those because I thought they were like cleaning wipes, like Kim wipes or something in there. They're not. They're those bib things. But they, at first I was like, well, these are a waste. I'll never use them. But I've been using them a lot more lately. They're very absorbent. They last a long time. So, my Chip Quick SMD 291 Flux came with the lid broken. So I have to keep it in a Ziploc bag. Probably should leave it out of the Ziploc bag, let it dry up a little bit. But what I'll do next time is I will dry it out more. Normally that stuff is pretty good after about 2 or 3 weeks. It is about the right consistency. So, pretty much all that. Yeah, what my wife tells me all the time. Yeah. If it's a QFP package, Reese, it's not bad. Just make sure that when you pull it, it's good and molten. Because if you bend one of those pins out of line, you can snap it off trying to bend it back, and it's really hard to line up if any of those QFP pins are bent or misaligned because you can get micro bridges. Yeah, so just take it easy pulling off the donor chip. If you're doing a donor, if you're doing from one PlayStation to another, if it's a new chip, then you're fine. Just pull the old one off any way you see fit, and then just solder the new one on. Use the drag method. I know I talk about not liking the drag method, but for QFP chips, it works pretty good. And that stencil's gonna have to go through the ultrasonic. It is nasty. You're right, guys. I should have used hot air to pull it off of the CPU. Definitely should have used hot air to pull it off instead of the iron. Hey, Phil, how's it going? You went fishing again? Wow, that's awesome. Too bad you didn't stream it. And I wouldn't have to stream and take up the slack for the lack of you streaming for a week. Did you even stream this week? I don't think you did. So, I had to come on here and stream because, you're not on. You're not streaming. So, okay, you buy a new chip? Yeah, they're not bad. Going from one board to the other, I would say take care and caution, but putting a new one on, that's nothing. Just like, actually probably easier than a QFN chip. Phil, would you think a QFP chip is easier than a QFN chip? What's your opinion on that? I say it is easier because you can line up the pins easier, and then you can use the drag method to drag the solder on all of the pins. Oh, you are streaming tomorrow. Wow, that's cool. Yeah. All right, check this out. Here, Phil, tell me what I'm doing wrong here. Okay, so I come over here with my scope. Let's go to the big right here, and let me get my scope lined up here, and let me put this chip here on my X. And let me zoom in. Let me focus it. Okay, right there is focused. Is it focused for you? Yeah, I see it's close to focused for you. See, I can't tell if it's focused for you. Okay, so there is all the way zoomed, and if I zoom out, yeah, it's not focused anymore. Yeah, this scope's going to take a little bit of playing around with to get situated. So there's that. See, it doesn't look focused to you guys. See, that actually needs to come down a little bit more. Let's try that. So it's really hard to tell if that's in focus. On OBS, it doesn't. But on the YouTube stream, it does look focused. Microscope is crummy. Yeah. It's not for me when I look. Yeah, this is as close as I can get it on the camera. It's just, but see, what I'm looking at on OBS looks like garbage compared to what's on the YouTube stream. Let me move OBS over to where I can capture what you guys are seeing. So if I go to take that off, oh no, I need that on. I go to this in the corner, you see how out of focus that is on my OBS? It is like extremely out of focus. I don't understand why it's so out of focus on my OBS. But if I look at it on the stream, it's clear. Like right here on the stream, it's clear. So I'm not sure why large on OBS it's so out of focus. So yeah, Phil needed some time off. He's been doing a lot. So, but yeah, I mean, if I fine tune it, that's the wrong way. See, that's the wrong way. See, it's like, it's hazy no matter where I move it between those two. Like up there's too much, and down there is too much. If I go up way high, that's way out. If I go way low, that's going to be way out. Yep, that's way out too. Maybe it's just, yeah. I'm going to send you some screenshots later, Phil, when you get back. Let me know when you're done fishing, and I'll send you some screenshots. Because I don't understand it. Because what I see in my scope is crystal clear, and it's fantastic. I really enjoy how clear the image is. But I don't understand why the image for OBS is not clear. Let me deactivate that. All right, I'm going to open up phone camera and see what that looks like. I'm going to do the camera app. That one. Okay, so here is the camera app. So that's the camera app. So, yeah, see, I can't get that crisp either. And I was hoping I'd be able to take photos with this. Let me try raising this up some more. What does that do for it? Nope, that needs to go. Let's try that. See if that makes. Let's put that in the middle, and let's see what we can get here. So if I do that right there, and then I fine tune the focus. See, I really can't get it crisper than that. That's as crisp as it's going to get. Yeah, I mean, OBS should be able to capture it. It's no big deal. Because if I come over here with this one here and I focus it, let's see here. Let's swap camera. See, now this is the other scope. This is my old scope that has the screen. It's a better photo. It's a better picture quality than this microscope camera that is supposedly better than the one that I have. It says, what does it say here? Yeah, it says out 60 frames per second, 1080p. It's got a 30 megapixel camera, 2K at 30 frames per second, 1080p at 60 frames per second. It could be because I have it's not going through an HDMI port. That could be an issue. I'm not 100% sure if that would make a difference. I will try it with an HDMI cable later. I'm not sure if that would make a difference there. So There we go. No. There we go. Now it's working. So, and then also, like, it's dark. Like, I want to lighten up the image. And I'm wondering if I need the HDMI cable to adjust the menu settings on it. Because it won't let me go into the menu in OBS. So, let's see here. Yeah, that PS5 was a good look there. Yeah, the liquid solder was a mess. So I'm going to call it here. I've been on an hour. I'm going to send you some images, Phil, later when you get back. And I'm also going to try hooking this up through HDMI. I did not want to capture it through HDMI. That is one thing I did not want to do for a multitude of reasons. Because too many HDMI capture devices have really caused issues with things here. So, but, you know, let's just try it. I have my HDMI capture card still hooked up. Let's plug in the HDMI cable and see if that makes a bit of difference. All right, so let's go properties. Right there. PC connected. What? Okay. PC camera menu. Okay, why is where's the remote at? Mode. Oh, that's weird. Why does it say PC camera? Oh, is that because I'm powering it with is that because I'm powering it with the USB cable? Let me plug it. Oh, this is just becoming into a nightmare of setting things up. All right. Oh snap! What am I gonna plug this in at? Oh. I'm not there. Let's unplug that. Put that in there. Let's unplug the USB power and let's plug in this. And let's see what we get. So, here. Let's see if this is any better. No, it's not any better. Evil. So I went through all that and it's still not crisp. So, still not crisp. No, well, I tried powering it from USB. Every time I buy something, I get wrecked. Okay, let's do picture scale. No, that's what I want. Exposure, white balance. No, I don't want that. I think it's fluorescent. Is that the one you want? No, that's not it. Is it tungsten? No. Let's do it manual. No, let's not do manual. Let's do, we'll have to go back to auto. Exposure. No, that's too much. Oh. Look at the line set. Oh, it's got like a crosshair. That's pretty cool. That's cool. Let's just, oh, please insert SD card. Okay, load. Insert SD card. Puts on some grids. Yeah, that PS5 is going to be cool. So this is it through the HDMI. It's not any better. Oh wow, I got zoom. That's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Insert card. Okay. So yeah, that's it through HDMI. So I don't know. It's weird. Hey Noob, how's Noob Pixar? How's it going? Kiki, hobby repair. No, HDMI. Or if it's better, or if it was fine through USB 2. See, with USB 2, I can run multiple cameras at the same time. With the HDMI, it clogs up the system, and I only can run the one thing. And I gotta make sure I deactivate. I gotta make sure I deactivate it before it is done. So let's see what happens if I unplug the power cable and plug in the USB cable again. See, it does this. It puts this block here. That's just stupid. That it puts this there, and when I power it with the USB, that's stupid. Yeah, just go back to this. It's the same image. So. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I still have some work to do on my setup. I haven't done the bench tour yet because I keep getting new stuff and then I want to add it and then cameras mess up and are not clear. So I'm going to watch the stream back and see if the image was clear at any point whatsoever. Yeah, the Amscope camera I sent back, new picture. I sent that back, and then now I have, yeah, your camera, P, but yeah, I get the blue screen. But it does 60 out the USB port, and it seems like it didn't lag. It just, the crispness. Now, I have a different mount coming that everybody says is way better with a focusing ring. So maybe that will solve my problem. Until then, this is what we're dealing with. So thank you guys for watching. Enjoy your fishing, Phil, and everyone have a great day.